Truth can be stranger than fiction, but it's because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. Mark Twain. Remember when catching corporate criminals required years of investigation and piles of paperwork? Those days are fading fast. In the last 2 years, artificial intelligence has transformed how we uncover business fraud and illegal activities. AI doesn't need coffee breaks. It doesn't get intimidated by powerful executives. And it can spot patterns humans might miss after analyzing millions of data points. Let's look at how these digital detectives have exposed major corporate scandals that were hiding in plain sight. The new watchdogs don't sleep. Between 2023 and 2025, AI systems have become powerful tools for catching businesses that break the law. These technologies process information faster than humans. They see connections we might never notice. Think about satellite images showing forests that supposedly can't be touched because companies paid for carbon credits. To a human analyst looking at thousands of images, everything might look normal. But AI can compare images pixel by pixel, month by month, and spot when trees disappear despite protection agreements. This technology revolution has exposed wrongdoing across industries and continents. From fashion brands using forced labor to pharmaceutical giants rigging prices, AI has pulled back the curtain on corporate secrets. 1. Designer labels, disturbing truths. Some of the world's most exclusive fashion houses were caught with a serious ethical problem in their supply chains. AI systems analyzing shipping records, satellite imagery, and manufacturing data discovered connections between luxury brands in France, Italy, and the UK and factories using forced labor from Uyghur regions. These AI tools traced materials through complex supply networks that were deliberately made confusing to hide their origins. When brand representatives claimed they had no knowledge of where materials came from, the data told a different story. Companies that charged thousands for handbags and suits suddenly faced questions about whether their products were made by people who weren't paid or couldn't leave their jobs. The impact? Several major brands had to completely rebuild their supply chains and institute new transparency measures. Some fashion houses lost billions in market value when the news broke. 2. Medicines price manipulation. Big pharma companies in the USA, Germany, and Switzerland thought their coordinated price increases were too subtle to notice. They were wrong. AI analysis identified suspiciously similar price hikes across different companies for medications treating the same conditions. The algorithms found patterns in pricing changes that happened within days of each other, with nearly identical percentage increases despite different manufacturing costs. When investigators dug deeper based on the AI findings, they discovered communication between executives that suggested illegal collusion. The resulting lawsuits have already forced some companies to lower prices on essential medications, directly benefiting patients who couldn't afford their prescriptions. 3. Carbon credits, protecting forests that don't exist. Climate change solutions created a new problem: carbon credit fraud. Companies in the USA, UK, Australia, and Brazil were selling credits tied to forest protection projects, but AI analysis of satellite imagery revealed many protected areas were being logged anyway. The systems compared companies' claims about protected land with actual satellite images taken over time. What they found was disturbing. In some cases, companies were collecting payments to protect forests that had already been cut down. This discovery has forced a complete overhaul of carbon credit verification systems and led to criminal charges against several companies that collected millions for environmental protection they never provided. 4. Water thieves in drought regions. As water becomes scarcer, it also becomes more valuable. AI systems analyzing satellite data and water flow measurements caught agricultural operations in California, Spain, and Australia extracting water from protected aquifers without permission. These companies were tapping into underground water sources during severe droughts, taking resources they had no right to use while nearby communities faced water restrictions. The AI detected patterns of agricultural growth that couldn't be explained by the water rights the companies legally held. The discovery led to massive fines and new water monitoring systems in drought-prone regions. In California alone, unauthorized water use dropped by 60% after these cases became public. 5. Ghost owners and dirty money. Real estate in major cities offers the perfect place to hide illicit money until AI started connecting the dots. Systems analyzing property records in New York, Miami, London, Toronto, and Vancouver identified networks of shell companies buying luxury properties. The AI could spot patterns that suggested money laundering, properties purchased with cash, owned by companies registered in secrecy jurisdictions, and often sitting empty despite their high values. Law enforcement agencies use these AI findings to seize properties worth billions and trace money back to criminal enterprises around the world. Housing markets in these cities have seen significant changes as this hidden ownership has been exposed. 6. Corporate tax dodgers exposed. Tax authorities now have a powerful ally in AI systems that can track money flowing through multiple countries. Technologies analyzing financial data exposed networks of companies in the USA using offshore structures in Ireland, Luxembourg, Netherlands, and the Cayman Islands to avoid taxes. These systems identified patterns where profits mysteriously disappeared from high-tax countries and reappeared in zero-tax jurisdictions despite little actual business activity in those locations. The discoveries have led to billions in recovered tax revenue and pushed several countries to reform their corporate tax laws to close loopholes. 7. Recyclable products that never get recycled. Companies love to claim their products are 100% recyclable, but AI investigations in the USA, Germany, and the UK proved many of these claims false. The systems tracked products from consumer disposal through waste management systems and discovered many recyclable items had no facilities capable of processing them. This exposure of greenwashing forced several major consumer brands to change their packaging and marketing claims. It's also pushed governments to create stricter standards for recyclability claims. 8. Catching illegal fishing fleets. The oceans are vast, but AI doesn't forget a face or a ship. Satellite AI systems monitoring the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans caught vessels from China, Japan, USA, Spain, and Portugal fishing in protected marine zones. These systems could identify ships even when they turned off their tracking systems, using visual recognition and movement patterns to spot illegal activity. The technology has helped authorities seize illegal catches worth millions and impose sanctions on companies that repeatedly violated marine protection laws. 9. Fake products in legitimate stores. Online shopping made it easier for counterfeit goods to infiltrate legitimate supply chains. AI bots scanning online marketplaces in the USA and Europe found authentic stores unknowingly selling fake products mixed with genuine items. The technology compared product images, prices, and seller patterns to identify counterfeits that human shoppers might miss. These discoveries have led to better verification systems and reduced the flow of fake products that cost legitimate businesses billions in lost revenue. 10. Ghost ships and hidden trade routes. Global shipping seemed too complex to monitor effectively until AI started tracking every vessel. Systems analyzing shipping data identified ghost ships that disappeared from tracking systems while carrying cargo between major ports in Shanghai, Los Angeles, Rotterdam, and Singapore. These AI tools could predict where ships would reappear based on their last known positions and speeds, helping authorities intercept vessels carrying illegal goods. The technology has disrupted smuggling operations and forced shipping companies to maintain continuous tracking or face serious consequences. The future of corporate accountability. We're just seeing the beginning of AI's impact on corporate crime detection. As these systems grow more sophisticated, the hiding places for illegal business activities are disappearing. This technology shift doesn't just catch wrongdoers, it's changing business behavior. When companies know AI might be watching, they're more likely to follow the rules in the first place. The most important impact might be on ordinary people: cleaner environment, fairer prices, and more honest business practices. When AI helps enforce laws that already exist, everyone except the criminals benefits. The next time you hear about a major business scandal, don't be surprised if artificial intelligence played a key role in bringing it to light. Our new digital detectives never sleep, never forget, and can see patterns invisible to the human eye.